Hey guys, today we have a 2014 JK Unlimited, and we're going to be going through OR-Fab's full width bumper with a recessed winch mount install for you today. So we want to talk a little bit about the OEM bumper. It looks great. It's got the Oem Lights. It's got a lot of plastic on it. But if you intend to be taking the Jeep out, off-roading, hitting the trails, they're not very trail worthy. We've been out on the trails quite a bit and see what happens to the OEM bumpers. Typically what happens is at some point you're going to hit somewhere in this area on a rock. It's going to break the plastic and you're not going to be real happy about it. You know, it's great if you're running around town on the street, not really doing any wheeling or hitting the trails. But if you intend on using your Jeep, getting out on the trail and using your Jeep and enjoying your Jeep, you definitely want to look at one of the OR-Fab bumpers. Now, we have several different options depending on the use and the tires and what you'd like to do with your Jeep. So today we're going to install the OR-Fab full width bumper. All of our bumpers are manufactured out of 3/16 plate. We will be removing these D-rings, or the winch pole mounts here, and on the OR-Fab bumper is a welded 3/4 D-ring clevis for your D-rings, welded on both sides, as well as the recessed winch. Now, we have, in all of our bumpers, you can get it as a non-winch version, a top fairlead mount winch, or a recess. Today we're going to do the recess, and what that does, it actually sets the winch down inside the bumper, giving you more airflow and keeping the Jeep cool depending on what winch you want to run. Also, you got these OEM lights. These will, what we do with the full width bumper on the recess model is we move those out to the outside, and we'll show you some. We actually have the brackets that are welded on the inside, so basically you're unbolting the OEM light and it attaches and bolts right back into our bumper. So we want to get started here, one thing you'll notice here, we got the OR-Fab full width bumper in the box here, and with all of OR-Fab's products, all of the packaging is foam filled, because we want to make sure when you get your product from OR-Fab that is not damaged, it's not scratched, and you're happy with the product once it's installed.
Remove 4 bolts, 2 push clips, and lower splash guard from lower crush zone and front bumper. Also remove wiring harness and clips from lower crush zone and disconnect fog light wiring harness from fog lights if equipped. Remove 4 nuts, 4 spacer plates, and front bumper from the frame horns. Remove 8 screws and 2 fog lights from the front bumper. Using a 1/4-inch drill bit, enlarge the fog lamp mounting holes. Remove top splash shield. Clip off zip ties and clips holding the OEM fog light wiring harness together. Peel back OEM wire loom isolator to expose the OEM lamp wires. Extend the OEM fog lamp wiring harness by cutting the OEM harness approximately 3 inches from the end of each plug. Using a set of wire strippers, remove a small amount of insulation from the tips of the cut wires. Use 4 kit butt connectors per lamp harness and crimp 1 kit butt connector to the end of each stripped wire. Use half or approximately 18 inches of kit black and white wires provided to extend each lamp plug by stripping each end of wire and then crimping the kit harness extension black and white wires into place accordingly. Use kit wire loom isolator to cover exposed kit wires, then tape together with black electrical tape to protect these connections. Strip each end of the kit wire harness extension wires, then crimp 4 kit butt connectors to each end of the kit harness extension wires. Now strip and crimp each OEM lamp connector onto the ends of the corresponding kit lamp harness extension wires. Cover each end with kit wire loom isolator, then cover with electrical tape. Install OEM Fog Lamp using 4 kit bolts, flange nuts, and washers per OEM Fog Lamp. Install bumper using 8 kit flange nuts. Note: some models are not equipped with the holes needed to complete this step. It may be necessary to mark and drill a 1/2-inch hole. Install 4 button head kit bolts with large thick washer and flange nut through outer holes on bottom of bumper. Tighten all remaining bumper hardware and reconnect the OEM fog light harness connectors into both fog lamps. Install supplied D-rings.
Okay, so we've got the install completed on the OR-Fab full width recessed bumper. I want to point out a couple things that is kind of special about it. You can see the lines here. They come out to the edge of the OEM fenders, which is nice, and a nice 1-inch gap on both sides. That way it won't interfere with the fender or rub on it as well. Got the lights mounted in, which is nice. Pointing forward, we extended the wire loom, have everything hooked up. These bumpers are manufactured out of 3/16 plate, and so it's laser cut and CNC press brake form fit. We also give you a set of D-ring shackles, and that comes with any of the OR-Fab bumpers, whether it's a front or rear, a Cherokee, a TJ, a JK. They all come with a set of shackles. The other thing we have here is we have two light mounts that are welded on top of the hoop, and it'll accommodate a light bar or your round 8-inch or square, depending on your preference of what light you want to run. Again, you can also order our bumpers with a hoop or without a hoop. You can get it either way. We also, on this one we didn't install it, but we have a OR-Fab skid plate, which is bolts on the bottom here. And it for the JKs that have the electric sway bar disconnect, it helps protect that motor and attaches to the bottom crash bar. Want to thank you guys for joining us, and visit us on our website at OR-Fab.com. You can see not only do we have full width bumpers, but we have mid width bumpers, come out about so far, and we also have stubbies. You can get those in a stinger. You can get it with a top hoop, and again without a hoop. So as you can see, we got a center winch mount recessed bumper here. It accommodates just about any winch, and the Xeon Warren winches, which are the bigger winches. They do accommodate that. We also have, for all the JKs, we have them in the stubby, the mid, and the full width, which is an offset fairlead mount for the Warren power plant winches. So if you're looking to run the Warren power plant winch that has the air compressor, we have a bumper part number for those as well. Okay, there's a couple things I want to point out here. We have a 35-inch tire on this JK with our full width bumper, and I wanted to point out that our full width bumpers, they will clear 37s. We're located here in Chino Valley, Arizona, and one thing that we take great pride in is fit, form, and function, and not only that, trail proven products that we produced for the industry. Being that we're in Arizona, we're literally 5-10 minutes away from the trails, where we can get up in the mountains and the washes and the waterfalls and truly put the product to the test before we put it on the market for the consumer. So so the fun part of the job is actually taking the products that we build, even like this full width bumper. You know, you'll see the lines and stuff, and truly we come up with these lines by, you know, we can static test this in the shop and you can put it on jacks and move things around, but there's nothing better than out in the field, running the Jeep and getting the full articulation out in the field like we do here in Arizona. So not just the bumpers, but all the OR-Fab product is tested and proven at the highest quality that you expect when you purchase a quality product for your Jeep.